Have you ever thought what it would mean to live in a dry and arid land of Kenya all 12 months of a year? And how would life look like for an indigenous person whose only source of livelihood, like fishing and pastoralism, is at risk because of severe climate conditions? People like Mary Lechiling and Mzee Lengilip and many other indigenous peoples in Baringo County are facing a crisis. For hundreds of years, the indigenous people of the Ilchamus lived around the lake and relied on the lake's resources while engaging in fishing and pastoralism, but have now been displaced to areas with challenging environments, which poses a huge threat to both their economic stability and cultural integrity. But why is this happening to the Ilchamus indigenous people? As I speak, my ancestral home is currently under the lake, probably a favorite fishing ground for the fishermen in my village. In 2018, when the lake's water level started rising, many of us had to move, had to relocate, and most of us had to settle in unproductive land. This relocation came with a lot of challenges. Many families had to leave behind their homes, their memories, and even the connection that they had with their ancestral land, which had sustained them for generations. As we looked for new places to settle, competition for available land intensified. The places that we are displaced to now are currently getting overcrowded, and this overcrowding is causing competition for resources like water, grazing land, firewood. And this is further leading to more land degradation, loss of biodiversity, and increased soil erosion. When we started our work at Baringo Women and Youth Organization in 2019 to address this challenge, we had one question in mind. How do we empower Ilchamus people to adapt and thrive with the current climatic conditions? So what did we do next? In January 2024, we launched a project to decelerate land degradation on Ilchamus Plain. This project was funded by the UNDP, the United Nations Development Program. First, we started by doing capacity building and trainings to prepare the community direct beneficiaries. We did trainings for a total of 22 women, 37 men, and 41 youth. We had to strategically plan our plantations for March to align with the anticipated onset of the rainy season in Kenya. Second, we provided pasture seeds to farmers whose land had become unproductive due to the degradation of the topsoil. For instance, Mary Lechiling, whose farm could no longer cultivate crops and sustain her livelihood. Because of her potential and her commitment, she was nominated by the community members to become a beneficiary of our seeds. She used the seeds to sow 5 acres of land, and within 2 months, her land has come back to life and can now provide her with fodder for her livestock and also to support her community. This success story has not only improved food security within the community, but has also inspired neighboring communities and farmers to adopt similar practices. Third, we involved the community to support our innovative ideas for maintaining our restoration efforts. And one such idea is building a water preservation point in form of an earth pan as we approach the dry season. One such noticeable contribution is by Mzee Lengilip, who contributed 5 acres of his land for the construction of the earth pan. This earth pan will not only preserve and supply water for the trees and the grass that we have planted, but also supply water for our cattle and meet the domestic needs of our farmers. Mzee himself is also a beneficiary of our seeds and has utilized the seeds to reseed 4 acres of his land. As we stand alongside the Ilchamus people, we are witnessing a powerful transformation. With every seed planted and every drop of water preserved, we are not only just restoring land, we are rekindling the spirit of a community. Our work at Baringo Women and Youth Organization is not only a project, but also a testament that people like Mary and Mzee have the power to impact our lives and our future.